A look at a couple of items for fellow YouTubers. Good evening. It's 7:34 now in the evening on this Monday. I have an item here I want to share with Bill, old 64 Goat. I had mentioned that I had a global radio like his. I think it's pretty much the same radio, but I can't be sure. Mine is obviously a different color. But other than that, I believe it's the same thing. It's got the same stand on it. There's the front. Now I don't have the, this piece is missing on mine. And like I said, I do have that. Here is what I was talking about. I was telling him it had a dial string. As you can see, it does in fact have a dial string there. Mine is actually slipping a little bit. It's a little bit harder to turn. I think that's why his is hard to turn, or especially when I get up to here. Well, of course, it's at the end of its travel. But I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit different than his. I don't know. I'd have to look at the video again, but pretty sure it's the same thing. There's the back of it. There's what it looks like. So it does have the schematic in the on the back side, just like his. I don't have an actual. I don't believe there's an actual not serial number, but model number. No, it's just a serial number is all it says. 6 transistor global radio, made in Japan. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the same one though, just different color. But there's a good close-up of it, Bill, and you can see it does have a dial string. So that's what I wanted to kind of show you. Like I said, it's not the easiest to turn, but it does turn. Like I said, this one's slipping just a little bit, especially when it gets on this end of the dial. So there you go. It's a simple little radio. Simple little radio. It's not too much to it, really. I think these are speaker wires, I believe. At least one of them. Not sure about the other. I do have the earphone jack in here. It's here, except it's all complete except for this top piece here, which goes here, this little cover. So I may look at his again and see how that is. But anyway, that's the main reason I was interested in it, was because I have this one, and so I just thought I'd share that with you, Bill. And the second part of this is going to be for Wally. The Ron over at Wally's place, 66. Let me get the other piece of that and I'll bring it and show you what I was talking about. Alright, Ron was good enough to let me know this afternoon via text that these are in fact not rivets, but small Torx bits. Don't know that I can get in there with a regular screwdriver or not. I have some the precision type screwdriver, or screw sets, smaller bits. Maybe one of them would fit, I don't know. Certainly can try. There we go. That one fits pretty good. Not perfect, but it'll work. There's one. That one's just a little tighter. It's coming, but it's just tight. Alright. There's number 2. Let's see if we get the other ones out. Hopefully they're not as tight. That was not too bad. And the last one, of course, it'll be the hardest. That never ever fails. Yep, pretty much. This little leverage is all you need, I think. I hope. Yeah, it's coming. I probably have some Torx bits in here, but I don't know if I have any that small. But I'm pretty sure I have some. Alright. There's what that looks like. That is a quite of a complicated circuitry just for a plug. I'm sure there's more to it than that. Not sure what, but I see 2 electrolytics. I see a large resistor. I see 2 transistors. A couple other resistors. Small resistor there. That would be the circuit breaker. So there's a little bit more to it than just the circuit breaker. Now, it was my assertion that the problem probably is with the circuit breaker, causing it to constantly flip, or whatever you want to call it. I doubt very much if there's anything in here that's got an IC there. I don't know what the IC is. I'd have to look with a magnification lamp, see if I can get a number off of it. But as usual with Harbor Freight type pieces of equipment, they're probably not that repairable. So, like I said, it's a interesting piece of equipment. And he says he replaced that with just a standard plug. That's I would think if it is working, I think I would let it go. That would be my advice. I mean, I think these probably can be bought somewhere. I don't know where, but they're not. I'd have to know. Maybe some of you guys out there probably know what the circuitry is for. No transformer that I can see. So there's no voltage reduction. It looks to me just like, well, there is maybe a transformer there. A little bit, I can't really see it. Right in there, it looks like. Toroid, I can't even say the word. Transformer. But all those components look, you know, normal. So really the only thing I could do would be to replace all the components, and that's no guarantee that it's going to fix anything. I think it's just the circuit breaker's gone bad. That would be my assertion. So if there's a rating on this, I don't know if there is or not, I didn't look. I think I would be inclined to try to replace it with something of a similar rating. Do not use extension cord. Okay, I think this is a ground fault. I think that's all this is. I'm gonna guess that's all it is. If what you're doing is plugging it into a ground fault receptacle, I think you're gonna be fine. I don't think you're gonna, miss anything by having this out of the circuit. I really don't. Like I said, I think that's all it is. I didn't read everything. That's understandable on something that uses water. It says do not use extension cord to connect GFCI ground fault circuit interrupter to listed power receptacle. Yeah, that's all that is. That's all it is. So like I said, I would definitely just be fine with connecting that to the ground fault receptacle that you've got to connect it to. I don't think there's any difference in that than this. I think this just ensures that the fact that it is connected. In other words, without this, you could connect this to a standard power line, and so as long as you're connected to the GFCI circuit, I don't see anything wrong with it. Especially if it doesn't break, trip the breaker. I'd say probably something in here that's doing it, but as you can see, there's nothing there that looks out of the ordinary as far as that I can see anyway. So, that would be my advice. Like I said, unless you want me to do something else with it, buy another one of these, I guess you could. I'm sure that they have these. I can look up online, see if I can find something suitable for you that would replace this. But that's just basically all it is a ground fault interrupter here. And that way, if something happens, this trips the breaker, and probably it's gotten moisture in there at some time or another, and that's probably the problem with it, I'm guessing. And I don't know that for a fact, but that's just my thoughts. So that's going to do me for that. And like I say, to look at the global radio, and if you have more to tell me about that, Wally, let me know, and be happy to do anything I can. So, talk to you all later.